Right, do you remember Jackanory? Yeah, they used to tell the stories. Well, they had a guy on Jackanory telling the story of Cinderella, but they didn't realise he was dyslexic. And it went something like this. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful young girl called Rindy Cella, who lived in a large mansion with her two ugly sisters and sticky wet mother. Now, Rindy Cella worked very hard, flogging screws, weaning clindos, and shivelling shut. In fact, by the end of the day, Rindy Cella was mucking facked. Now, Rindy Cella had two sisters, and they were called Mary Hinge and Betty Swallocks. And they both had tickets to both to the Gall, but they wouldn't let Rindy Cella go. In fact, her only friend was Buttons, and he wasn't speaking to Rindy Cella because she wouldn't cook his sock. Later that night, Rindy Cella was sitting there all alone, and suddenly there was a hooking huge bang, and a little old lady appeared. Shinder's writ herself. "Foo the hooky you," she cried. "Foo the hooky you." "Don't be afraid," said the woman. "I'm your Gary Fod mother." And with a waft of her wind, she turned a pumpkin and 6 mice into a hooking huge carriage. "Mice or crooking fighty," Rindy shouted. "It's a mucking firacle." But her Gary Fod mother said, "You must be back by midnight, or there'll be a cooking calamity." At the ball, Rindy Cella was dancing with the prancing hints. He'd been there since 8 o'clock and was as fist as a part. "Shanty a fag," he said. "Shanty a fag." Suddenly the clock struck 12, and Rindy Cella fucking panicked and went running out of the ballroom, tripping bass over ollocks. "Bumcack! Bumcack!" cried the prancing mince. "I didn't even get a Joe Blob." And looking down, he spotted Rindy Cella's slash glipper, and picking it up said, "Whoever this glipper sits, I shall marry." So the next day he tried the slash glipper on Betty Swallocks, but the glipper wouldn't sit. In fact, she tried so hard she let out a fig bart. "Ooh, that stuck in thinks," cried the prancing hints. "Who's fuss charted? Who's fuss charted?" "It's that felly smucker over there," said Buttons. So he tried the slash glipper on Rindy Cella, and the glipper sitted, pucking perfectly, and taking hold of Rindy Cella's hand, took her upstairs and bagged her chains out. And later, Rindy Cella and the prancing mince were both married, and Rindy Cella ended up with 8 children and a foal swanny.
Every credit.
How brilliant was that?